Lydia.
So, welcome to our bi-weekly team meeting, even though we were supposed to have it last week. I'm thankful that we're able to switch to Wednesdays. Hopefully it'll work out better for everybody. At any time, if any of you guys want to try hosting a call, because we're all becoming leaders and I'm gonna have teams eventually. If you want to try it out and get used to it, let me know, and you can totally have the spotlight. I don't mind. And if you have anything in specific you ever want to chat about or want me to touch on, let me know. Sounds like today was a good topic to do time management, so I've got some notes for us all on that. But just a few housekeeping rules. To start, they're not on the call, but I just officially would like to welcome Trina and Carla to the team. They're coming out the gate strong, starting their own groups, getting Success Club points, and are just rocking it right off the bat and doing training, so it's good to see. We're all here to support those ladies and each other, of course, so I can't be available all the time, and so that's what our group is for. And I really want to emphasize on that is, I want us to have a good team culture and be able to help each other and answer each other's questions. So utilize the group as much as we possibly can. We're still a small and mighty team, but over time it's going to keep growing. It's an exciting month with the 21-day fix promotions for June. So let's run with those, especially knowing that the Canadian prices are increasing. Contact, all. Nadine, you didn't know that yet?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I've been busy working all day. I have not read up on any of the information. We're not supposed to release it to the public yet, but Beachbody Canada is raising its prices minimally. Alita posted something in Unitary this morning, and that's all I know. Like I said, I don't know a lot more. I have to do my homework as well. But use this for this month. The reason why they're doing it is because of inflation. It happens, right? It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, and it's the price of doing business, and it happens in all businesses. Let's jump on the promos this month and follow up with people who had objections of price objections that now it's on sale and prices are going to increase more. I believe it's in 30 days, but I'm not 100% sure. We should all be getting emails. I have to look into it, but as I look into it, I'll post information to our Triumph group. Nadine, what do you think of, I know I'm promoting a lot of 21-day fix going forward, but I was running a challenge group for the 15th, and a few of the other coaches are too, so I have a really good nose. But we were going to run the 21-day fix for the 15th, and then if there's any other sales of any of the other programs, I think it's going relatively well in our other challenge group to keep going the way that it is, that it's not.
The Fit and Fab.
Pardon me? The Fit and Fab, yeah.
I think so. Other than my people, which apparently that's just a trend, because I started my 21-day fix group this week and I've had 2 posts.
Right. Oh, no.
Actually, I was going to ask you, Heidi, if you wouldn't mind jumping in there just to post. You don't have to comment or anything, just kind of like what I'm doing in yours. Just do a workout post and maybe a food thing, just so somebody other than me is posting. Like, one girl did one post yesterday, but it kind of sucks. Like, a few of them are like a bunch of my friends, like Jade and like all these people that have already done the programs. They're just like, okay, I'll jump in. But it's like they're not even seeing it. It's like they haven't even acknowledged that the group's there. Wow. And I did a message before too. Like, I posted a video. I've done a million things and nothing.
Yeah, when you go forward with challenge groups, you want to really make sure there's new blood in there.
I have 3 new people.
Right. And, you know, just call them out, like today in the Fit and Fab group when we called them out. Just, you know, maybe start, if they're not big posters, on maybe I've seen it in other coaching groups that they've done this, maybe have one post a day and make them comment below what their workout was, what their food was like how we do breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. Post all that. And then that's it, right? So that they don't have to be like the sweaty selfies. And
I even said that, like I showed an example post of like the breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then was like, got my whatever fix in. I was like, even this is fantastic to just check in so I know what you're doing. Maybe one photo of one of your foods, like I've showed example posts. And then today, even with my water challenge, I was like, just comment below or post a picture, like let me know what number you're at. Like it wasn't even like, I don't need a big post. But yeah, like I did a big video, and even my video that I posted in my group, I think like 2 people liked it, and like nobody even, like, I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know what's going on. Nobody.
Are you posting sweaty selfies or videos?
Both.
Okay. I'm going to suggest, and even in the groups, I'm scaling down the videos. I was speaking to a few members, and they are intimidating some people. They feel like they have to do that. So especially as a new challenger, especially if we're all doing the same program, I think they know what we're doing. We're doing the same thing, right? So not necessarily necessary to do the videos, but
No, I remember you saying that before, and I've been posting them kind of like every second time in my Go for Fit group, but in the challenge groups, I've only been posting selfies or like a picture collage of during, like not a video, but maybe like a couple pictures during the workout. Right. And then even this week, I think I've done one video. Just because I find them time consuming too. It's just easier.
Exactly.
Maybe right? Now I gotta spend 8 minutes sitting here like trimming all my videos and doing this, and then it takes a million more minutes to post everything too because it takes so long.
Exactly.
So even I got sick of doing videos. I'm like, I don't want to. So now it's more like as a refresher. But for me, the first week I posted more videos because it was the first week I was doing it, and nobody really has seen a lot of the 21 Day Fix Extreme in my group.
Yeah.
So I thought it adds like a little bit, but then I'm like, I'm doing the same workout every day for the next 3 weeks. I'm not going to post a video every single day because it's the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's kind of pointless. It's more just a selfie.
Well, no, and I saw in, I think it's like Kirsty's group, like they're doing a 21 Day Fix group right now too. And at the beginning, like people sign a contract that they send, which like I had looked at it and I was like, well, like, I don't know. I was like, you know, if I was a participant, how would I take that? But it's got like all of that laid out, kind of like we go through in the video. But then kind of when it's posted there, like everybody's commenting again, like a red underneath. So it's like they're agreeing to all those kind of the things in there. Like, I don't know. I know when I saw it, because I think they just started their group this week. And I think I accidentally asked to join. I didn't mean to, and then all of a sudden it was like I was approved to be in it, and I kind of thought, oh, I'm just going to be a fly on the wall and just again see how they run a group.
Right.
Anyway, I have never used one before, and just with as you're talking, Nadine, like I just wondered perhaps, like, you know, again, if that's kind of put in there right at the beginning and everybody takes a look at it, and yeah,
I agree, and I've seen that too, and I've never really taken the time to do it, but I kind of thought exactly like with doing the video, outlining it, really simple steps, and then writing it in the description, and then making it so that they, like, to say read, like, make sure you've read this. And I guess maybe I need to tag people in it. I don't know. But I mean, I did have some people, like my one new girl, she only got her program on Tuesday or Wednesday. She did her first day. I actually saw her today, and she said she did the first workout yesterday. Right. She was new. And then I had another girl who just started, and she was the one that actually posted. But everybody else is just nothing. And
just message them, especially if you guys are a small group. Message them and just say, you know what, like, to make this group beneficial and it's an investment of your time. You want them posting and them to get the most out of it. But back onto that contract, I've done a group a few times with Raina with the contract, and honestly, it doesn't help increase the engagement. I think maybe if it was scaled back and maybe made very, very minimal and pretty quick to read, it might be better. But I've even heard feedback from them that they don't sometimes I've heard other coaches send them out and they don't get them back. So it's all,
Yeah. Well,
I tried
and
it.
then
I tried it with Pio months, like way back when Pio first came out, and it was just too much time for me for what I got out of it, because nobody took the time, right? So, but you know what? Do what you need to, and you know, if you want to try out new things, go for it. I mean, it's, you know, you never know until you try it, right?
Yeah.
The other interesting too is I listened in on Alita's call this week, and Angela, they were talking about same thing when they set up a challenge group using either a Wufoo form or the Gmail form.
Yeah.
Angela had showed the one that she did, and actually it looked really good because it was just kind of really drilled down into like what the person's individual goals were. Because again, I kind of know it's come up before, and I was like, I didn't really fully understand, what the advantage would be or benefit would be to using it. But after seeing the one that she uses and kind of hearing about it on that call, I kind of actually thought that might be a good idea going forward too. And basically you are following up with that person like one-on-one, and she kind of said she doesn't even add people into the challenge group until it's filled out, but then it really gets in at like whether it's nutrition or whether it's more like the exercise piece that they need help with, and then it helps her to be able to follow up with them throughout the challenge too. So anyway, I just kind of thought same thing. I know it was just it was a shorter call. Like if you guys haven't had a chance to listen to it, it might be worth listening to.
I'll message her for that form. I'm friends with her and talk to her every
Yeah,
now and
he actually shared it in Unitary. It's shared there,
okay.
so you can take a look. And then my only other question too. So the group that starts the 15th, is that going to be a combined group, or should we be?
I think we'll be okay to combine. I mean, even now we have our combined group that's about 60 people, and maybe 10 people are posting regularly, and the odd other person jumps in. And so if we have a group that size, I don't think it's too bad. It's when you get into the hundreds, like our clean eating challenges, those get crazy and intimidating, right?
So that's good to know, because my group right now that's going, I think I've got 26 people in the 21-day fix group that I'm going right now, maybe that you're in. And there was actually quite a few new people in it this time round. So I mean, last week for sure there was lots of really good posting. This week it slowed down a little bit. I was going to do a video here today or tomorrow at type thing. But anyway, all I was going to say is basically that group will be finishing, and there were some people starting week 1 this week, right around the 15th. So anyway, that's good to know, because then I won't try to set up a separate 21-day fix group.
I'm debating on pushing that group back to the 22nd though, just because, I expected a lot more.
Yeah. And to be honest, that would work better for me. So that would be great.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'll make sure I post about that in the group. Okay. Well, I just we're taking up a lot of time here on the call. So like I said, if we get bumped out, if we run out of time, we'll just go back in. But I want to get going on the time management for you guys. And
sorry, I just think it's funny that we're going to talk about time management and we just keep like veering off on other topics.
Well, no, they're things I have on the list that we needed to talk about, but I know the last thing I had, just for housekeeping before we get into time management, was I wanted to talk a bit about Summit. I know not everybody's on the call tonight, but if you can make it, get there. As I know you have prior commitments, Nadine, and I totally understand that. Maybe
I know, I'm super bummed. I hate hearing about all this stuff.
I know.
And I'm like so pouting, especially because Nashville's somewhere I've always wanted to go to too. Right. And I'm like, I'm so sad that I can't come, because I totally would have been there, but I just can't. Now I'm going to be moving that week too, so.
Right. I'm happy Heidi has taken the plunge and is going. I don't think you'll regret it one bit. Like, it's just full of information, and it's just neat to connect with coaches that we talk with or see all the time in the groups, and it's a great networking thing, as well as a learning experience for sure. We're all gonna take away some great nuggets, and it's just mind-blowing, to be honest. It's just a cool event. But last year they recorded all the calls. So any information sessions, those should be on podcasts so that you can catch those, Nadine, which are great. They're already on there from last year. And if you haven't caught those, I would recommend it for sure. Okay.
On where?
Sorry?
Where are they?
They're on the Team Beachbody podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So time management, you know, we all work differently, but we got to stop scrambling. That's going to be the biggest thing for you. And the best thing to do that is set your work hours. For me, I have found I was working way too late at night. You know, I would work once the kids go to bed, and I'd be working till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. But my time was not effective because I was so tired, and I would get easily distracted or whatever. But so if you can get to bed early, for me anyway, what's working for me is I'm getting to bed earlier and I'm getting up at 5:30. I'm getting a power hour in. The house is quiet, and it's easier right now because it's light out at that time. But it kind of sets my day up, and you know, I schedule all my posts at that time for the day, and I don't get distracted by messages coming in, and I'm just on a full night of sleep. Some people do personal development first thing in the morning. Whatever whatever works for you. You know, if you know you're going to be gone all day, instead of scrambling while you're being out and posting, and you know, set up your posts the night before, set them up in the morning. And I did a tutorial. I know you ladies have used it, but for the others, I did a tutorial on Postcron. So utilize that for posting in social media. It's about working smarter over harder. So be on top of things, and like I said, schedule them, and stop the distractions. Do you guys know how to shut your chat off on Facebook?
Shut the chat off?
Yeah.
Like,
so when messages pop up, you see it, right? Do you know how to shut that off?
No.
Okay. So the chat is down at the bottom of your screen. Usually it's on mine, it's top, bottom right. If you click on chat to open it, and you'll see all the people that are available to talk, there's a little settings button. It looks like a little gear. Click on that and say shut off chat. Easy as that, right? Because those can be distracting. It's like, oh gosh, I got to get back to this person. No, you don't. Set your hours. Get back to them when you have your hours set. We've all heard about power hours. Set yourself that power hour. Do what you need to get done, which is following up with your challengers, sending out your invites, sending out your follow-ups, doing your timeline post if you haven't already, and don't scroll the news feeds. I even find myself, especially at nighttime, I get scrolling in the news feeds because I'm tired and trying to come up with ideas, and that's the worst distraction ever because you get lost in it, right? So, you know, as soon as you start doing that, shut down and come back, right? But yeah, do that power hour. We've heard about the power of threes or the power of fives. Utilize those in your power hour. And honestly, I know we all need time off, but by setting those power hours, and we're all, you know, I guess basically part-time workers. We're not working full-time at this, even though we'd love a full-time income. We can still do it doing part-time hours. So to do that, we need to still be consistent on your postings, like especially on your like page, on your Instagram, whatever social media platforms you post to, your timeline. You want to be consistent, and remember quality over quantity. They talk about posting 10 times a day. Well, I don't have 10 things regularly to post about on my timeline, so I'm not going to just post that, oh, I did my hair like this today. You know, like make your post valuable, and, you know, versus posting 10, make it something of quality.
Josh Spencer just talked about that in one of his other things, and he said he's actually dropping his post down even more than what he was, because he wants them to be he'd rather post once or twice a day of really good quality and value than like 5 times of just a bunch of.
Oh yeah, I tagged you guys in that because he said that, and I'm like, I've said this a few times, so I'm glad you saw that. That was great. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. I really liked hearing that, because when I kept hearing 10 posts a day, I'm just like, I don't have, like, I struggle with finding even like 2 good, posts, or wondering like, oh, should I post this or whatever? Or I'd be like, oh my gosh, I've only posted like 1 thing today. But if it's one really good thing, then that's great, right? So hearing him say that again, and I was like, oh, it makes so much more sense. Like, I'd way rather focus on 1 or 2 really like awesome, like power hitting posts than post like 10 things that people are like, whatever, and just kind of scroll past.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you guys saw my video, and I posted it in our Triumph group as well, but that video I did for SFT, honestly, the last probably 6-7 months of me setting up a calendar for myself has made my life so much easier. I know when I'm running challenge groups. I know when I'm running webinars. I mean, we've done 1, but I know when I'm doing team calls. I know which ones I'm listening to, things like that. It really keeps me structured and on top of things, and I'm not scrambling. I do my clean eating challenge the 3rd week of the month generally, depending if there's 4 or 5 weeks in a month, because that allows me to roll them or start talking to them about the 21-day fix and try to roll them into that. And then all those conversations are going on before the end of the month happens. And then a new month comes, and I'm rolling in Success Club points right away for the ones that want to move into the 21-day fix. That's working for me. And, if I'm running a challenge group, like the one I'm running, I said June 15th. I started advertising that 2 weeks ago, right? Or 2 weeks before the 15th, because, it takes time for people to order things, but at the same time, we want to express the urgency so that we can get the challenge group running on time. It's not always going to happen, and we may have to maneuver things a little bit to make it happen for everybody and be the best that it can be. But that's all it is. It's just scheduling. So we're not scrambling like, oh my goodness, there's 5 days to the month and I haven't hit, or 5 days left in the month and I haven't hit Success Club yet. So I'm going to run a challenge group for in a week. Well, it's not possible. It is for people who have the programs, but it's not for people who don't, right? For us in Canada, it takes 5 to 10 days shipping, and 21-day fix is, now that it's on promo, it's probably going to take longer to ship, just because of the backlog that there will be. New coaches and people that have not really established, I guess, a schedule, make sure you know the basics. Make sure you know what you're supposed to be posting consistently. Like I said, the power 3s and the power 5s, which is just quickly your follow-ups, your invites, your messaging people, and your inviting to the coaching opportunity. Make sure you have those, because that's what runs your business, okay? Once you have those, then focus more about posting regularly on your timeline. And I know you guys have been doing this long enough that you should be okay, but I'm just saying this for the people who are going to catch the call later. Once you're diamond and above or close and really want to run with this, you know what, you're gonna have to put in some more time, right? We want full-time incomes, but it can be done part-time as long as it's scheduled properly. I don't know if you guys have questions for me on that, on how I'm running things, but I know I'm running coach. I did not touch on that as well. So after I do my power hour, I'm focusing some time. You saw me last night. I did a lot of videos on coaching. I'm reaching out to coaches and I'm messaging coaches, giving one-on-one time. So you need to make room for that as well once you get to a certain point. But of course, make sure you have the basics first. Yeah, so if you have any questions, I'm here if you want to ask me anything. I don't know. Are you guys finding your, I know you both have said that you need to get more organized. It's one thing saying it. Are you doing it? Are you finding time? Like even just writing yourself a list for the day.
Well, I ended up just printing myself out. I made myself a calendar.
Yeah.
But it basically just turned into, for the next month, I have these 3 challenge groups. Like so I was like, why did I write it out? Like I know what I have. So just because it was this month, I think it'll be more helpful as I'm sort of organizing my next month.
Yeah.
Just because like with the Triumph one that we're doing, like that's the next 2 months. I don't really need to, that's just what I have. And then my 21-day fix one that I'm going to run for this 30 days. And then I want to do a cleaning challenge on the 15th. And then, and then I have this week, like I've definitely buckled down this week and started being more organized, like same with my Power Freeze, worksheet that I've been trying to utilize and use and do that. And I find, I'm much more of a night owl. I find it really hard to get up in the morning, but because my schedule's been kind of all over the place and I've ended up having to work out late at night, it keeps me up. And so even when I'm like, okay, I'm going to try, sorry, sweetie, it's all fun. Even when I try to go to bed early, like the other night, I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. It was like 11 o'clock. I was like, I can totally get up at, 5:36 and get some stuff done. And then I lie there for like an hour and a half. And I'm just like, okay, let's change that alarm. Not happening, cause I'm like, excuse me, I'm talking. Just 1 second, please. So it's just, I don't have any lunches. It's been hard for me to make that sort of transition. So instead I'm just sort of more utilizing that. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get the work done at night right now. And eventually
change it.
It's working for me fine. It's just, I would like to get up early and do it kind of, because at the same time I'm feeling like, although I guess I'm getting kind of some me time during the day, but I feel like at the evening I would love to just crash and like not be working on my computer and doing like a million things. I'd like to just relax for an hour, but I don't feel like I can do that. And then I'm not unwinding and being able to go to sleep because I've spent 2 hours on the computer and my brain is like, yeah. So that
maybe that's when you need to do your personal development just to calm you down and, read before bed. I don't know about you, but reading puts me to sleep.
I've been doing that too. Then I've been sort of going to bed, but unfortunately my book is also, here, go talk to Dad. My book is also on my phone or the iPad when it's here, but Russ has that. So it's also a screen. Yeah, go talk to Dad. But so it's just also more screen, and I'm trying to avoid that like a bit before bed. So I'd like to switch that schedule definitely, but I don't know. I think I'm still finding my groove as to, like you're saying, like switching the chat off. Like somebody else posted somewhere and they showed how to get rid of your newsfeed too somewhere on Facebook.
Brooke Dorset, I can find her video. She does a good one on how to do that.
Yeah. So, I know that if I can switch myself over and I can get up early, I'm so much more effective because I love getting that done. I love getting my workout in the morning because then it's like all of a sudden it'll be 3 o'clock and I'll be like, oh yeah, I already worked out today. That's awesome.
Like frees up an hour of your night.
Exactly. Like it's so much nicer. Yeah. So, but I'm feeling like right now I might just almost just wait until summer hits because then I'm like, whatever, because then I can even get up at 7, and I can get stuff done in the morning because I don't have to rush out of the house. So it'll be great.
Right.
But for me, it's more, I can work on that sort of stuff, but for me, it's like, I don't know. I'm having a really hard time connecting with people. Like I have great conversations with them. I'm following up with people. Like there's still people from that huge group of them that I got for that clean eating challenge. There's still, I would say there's one girl who was like, she was messaging me back for all these things. And now it's just like dead air. If I even try to talk to her about anything, I've sent her like 3 messages. She doesn't respond to anything. I can see sometimes she's seeing things in my group. So she's seeing stuff. And then, like all these ones and they're just like, oh, I can't afford it. Or, oh, I'm so busy right now. And this, and it's just a constant, like, I'm too busy. I don't have any money. Oh, I've been such a busy week. I didn't even look at it. Oh, I didn't even do the challenge. I had company. And I'm like, well, if you weren't going to be around, like, why did you say you were going to do it?
Yeah.
And then I don't even look in the group. And then they're finished. They're like, oh yeah, was that this week? And I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of, I'm getting a lot of that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
You
But
have to take a lot of no's, and remember, no, not right now is what it means. And just make sure you're asking the question, well, can I follow up with you by such and such date? You know, if you say they don't have time to look at it right now. So that one, okay, I'll follow up with you in 2 days. Is that okay? Write it down.
Yeah. And I've had a lot of people, like, because I just sent out probably like, I don't know, at least 15 messages to people this week about the 21-day fix, all people who had been like kind of interested in it, or then people interested in being like, not right now, I don't have the money or whatever. And so I messaged them to be like, hey, I just want to let you know it's on special for the month. You've got all month, like, I don't, you know, and totally no pressure. Just want to let you know so you can take advantage if you wanted to get it now while it's on special.
So are you connecting and building relationships with these people, finding more about them, and, you know?
I'm trying to. There's some that I'm like, yeah, like, what do you do? And like, how many kids do you have? Like, we've had lots of conversations back and forth. And then
is making sure that they trust in you. And all you can do is send them a quick message to follow up, right? And they will.
Yeah, and lots of them said, you know what, like let me know when the next one comes around, like maybe I can jump in on that one, and you know, and I'll be like, yeah, absolutely. And so I just keep letting them know when there's new stuff coming up. And but then, I mean, I'm still having like my one challenge pack that I got last month, which was so discouraging and disappointing with the amount of messages and things that I sent out. Like, I truly believe I worked my butt off. Like, I messaged within the whole month, but even like, it wasn't like I just didn't do anything. And then at the end I was like, oh, let me just send out 40 messages and hope. Right. Like, I worked really hard the whole month. I just got no's all month. And then the end, I really kicked it up. And the one I got was from someone who randomly messaged me, who was like, hey, what are you doing? I need to lose another 10 pounds and you look great. Like, I want to order that. I was like, okay, it's this and this. And she's like a cousin of a cousin kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And she's like, okay, done, ordered. And I'm like, well, that was easy. And then I'm like, why can't? And then my girlfriend ordered it, but she only ordered the program. She like just went and did it on her own. And she's like, oh yeah, I ordered it. It's awesome. And I'm like,
right. I'm going to suggest let's do a call soon, and maybe even in a week if you guys can. I think it's important to touch on this, on objections. You know, they're not the easiest things to take, and I think if we can all put together our brain power and see what we're doing, you know, we all do things differently, which actually brings me to a point. I want to establish a form. I want to get us all on Google and establish a form that we can all post scripts that are working for us. Because we're a team, let's share what we're doing and what's working, right? And, you know, I'm posting everything that I can, and I would honestly love for you guys to contribute as well. And, you know, and it's not only going to help us, it's going to help our whole coaches that, you know, we bring on board. So yeah, we'll schedule that. I'll bring it up in the group, and maybe we can do another call next Wednesday. This call is going to end in 1 minute here. Heidi, did you have anything? I know you're muted there. I don't know if you've got family stuff going on.
Yeah, no, I mean, just in terms of being organized, I for sure need to do a better job too. Like, I think that, again, like, I don't have an office, so I'm kind of between like my, you know, messy dining room and kitchen table and all the rest of it. And so, Brooke, please don't do that.
I think I need it too.
Yeah, like same thing. I feel like I want to, I mean, I know I've brought it up with at one point too, like, I'd love to do a weekend where we could just like sit and totally like brainstorm and almost set up a calendar for like 6 months out and have, you know, kind of that all laid out. And even in terms of like, okay, well, this month's 21-day group, maybe it's like a couple of us like take the lead on that group for that month. And
absolutely.